All right, Shalom, Shalom. It's your brother Issachar coming back at you with another lesson. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba Hashem Makar Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect and the 144,000 scattered across the four corners of the earth. Shalom to you. In today's lesson, we're going to go into how how not only, Trump is targeting, the migrants, deporting them, but, American citizens are next. You got to remember that, these elites of the society, they sold out you American citizens. All right, the leaders of America sold out the American people, because the presidents, all right, the politicians, they all work for the elites. Okay, they are like President Trump. He is a president of the corporation. America is a corporation ran by the elites, and the American people are going to find that out, because the immigrants found that out right away first. Because they know that, okay, yeah, Trump don't like the Israelites, right? Okay, but remember, Trump's supposed to be for Americans and all that. All right, for your help, for your aid. Remember, they're all working for that New World Order. So they have UN troops and sleeper cells here to detain American citizens, and put American citizens in guillotines. Okay, it's not just the Israelites and the migrants. No, they're coming for you, American citizens next. So this is what we're gonna go into, because that's gonna create a great civil war, because when they deport migrants, yeah, the migrants don't have nothing; they're poor, so they can't really fight back, But once they start knocking on the American citizens' doors and start messing with the American patriot is gonna fight back. The American patriot is going to, he's gonna fight back against the government and against the New World Order, and that's gonna be a good civil war, because the so-called white man can shoot, so it's gonna be Whitey versus Whitey out here, Of course, yeah, you're gonna have Israelites, in that, but ultimately it's gonna be the so-called white man versus the so-called white man out here, because it's his kingdom, Isaiah chapter 19 verse 2, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. That's American versus American. So the Lord's saying so the Lord's about to cause this fight to happen, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. So the Lord's about to set the American versus American, because remember, ladies and gentlemen, not everybody's down with the New World Order, because you got you got teams out there that are ready to fight against the New World Order, American patriots, American Bible Bells, and they're going to fight against the government and the New World Order. Yeah, it's going to be a great civil war here in America, because remember, Trump just gives you guys the illusion, American illusion that, he's for the American people and all that. Make no mistake, okay? He works for the elites. He's down with the New World Order. He's a full-blown Satanist, 100%, ladies and gentlemen. Just giving you the facts. They sold the American citizens out. That's what you got to understand. This is why they have Russians here, Chinese here, the UN troops here, guillotines. It's not just for the migrants. Okay, yes, the migrants are first because they're Israelites, but after, the American citizens are next. And they shall fight everyone against his brother. Right, because it's going to be very cutthroat out here. There's going to be a lot of betrayals. Okay, there's going to be a lot of betrayals. It's going to be very cutthroat out here. Because once these laws start going in effect, once they start seeing, people getting beheaded, because they have these elites in the New World Order, they have laws, to actually gun down people on the streets. You know what I'm saying? So once that starts to happen, people are gonna start to take sides, Oh, absolutely. And everyone against his neighbor. See that? So it's gonna get very cutthroat out here. Um, it's gonna be a lot of backstabbing, a whole lot of backstabbing, ladies and gentlemen, because there's a lot of agents. The left hand side, they have clones out here. We're not gonna go too far into detail, but just know that there's high level technology and AI on the left hand side. You know, yeah. What I mean by clones is that because they have clones out here that were artificially grown, and that's not that's nothing funny. You may smile if you want, but just wait till they activate them. See, because us on the right hand side, yeah, we know about them. Because we're on the right hand side. So we know about the left hand side because we're the right hand side. But those of you that are in the world, you don't really know about it. They really have top technology like that. Facts. So they're gonna activate those clones, but also you have a lot of family members betraying family members right now that are working with agents and all that. So that's it's very real. It's very real. It's very real. This is what you gotta understand. So it's just something that's gonna happen. It's just something that we gotta talk about. If you're an agent or whatever, then you're an agent. Whatever. It don't bother us because you're just doing your job. You're just playing your role. You know. And this is what Isaiah's talking about. So this is what we're here just to forewarn you. See, because the elect know what's coming. So this is why we're bracing for it, But the majority of you out there don't know that, it's going to get very bad, very bad, very bad. Because remember, they came for you migrants first. Next, they're going for the American citizens. Remember that, Trump is not for the American people. You may say, oh, that's going too far. Yes, he is. All right, then, you guys will find that out when you guys are in the guillotine, because remember, he's part of that new world order. He's a full-blown Satanist. Facts. The Lord is not working with this man. The Lord is going to use Trump, to bring chaos and to bring in that new world order. Yes, because Trump is he's a high level player on the left hand side, but he is down with the new world order 100%. Make no mistake. You gotta remember that Salaka, you gotta remember that Satanists, they're professional liars, so they'll play that game all along and tell you, oh, of course, I'm a Christian, or they'll lie to you all day long, but behind the scenes they're really a Satanist. This is what you gotta understand. All right, this is why the Lord this is why the Lord has great mercy on his elect, because the Lord sent the prophets, to really tell you, all right, what's going on, who's on whose side. So when things start to happen, okay, look, this is who you trust, this is who you don't trust. All right, because it's just gonna get worse and worse. Where, remember, they're actually gonna start detaining American people, American citizens. All right, because they're gonna start. They're looking into because the president of El Salvador, okay, he already said that he'll house American prisoners, and Trump's okay with that. See, how come Trump's okay with sending American prisoners out there to El Salvador? See that? He said that if it's legal, that he'll do it in a heartbeat. Absolutely. And this is what you're gonna find out, that because he's coming for the American citizens next. And they're gonna target the prisoners, but remember, those of you that are just American citizens out here, let's say you work for Edison, let's say you work for the city of Department of Water and Power, they're coming for you next. What if you say, like, well, I haven't done nothing wrong, I haven't broken no laws? They're coming for you. It's all part of the new world order. Remember, you're not part of that small satanic club. Remember, they want to do away with a lot of people out here. This is what you got to understand. You are a target. All right? You are a target. So you may say, well, I'm not a criminal, I'm not doing nothing wrong. Okay, I got nothing to worry about. Good luck. Okay, because remember, this is why they have UN troops here. Okay, they sold America out. This is what you got to understand. And you're going to start to see that little by little. Okay, sure, the presidents go up there, and the politicians, they go up there and they'll tell you whatever. It's just a lie. Okay, they're just actors. Okay, you guys are being it's a scam. This is what the Lord is warning our people. those that scoff and say, "Oh yeah, right," that's not true. We're not concerned about you, because you're gonna be destroyed by the New World Order or by the Lord, because the New World Order has troops all out here. Wait till they release the drones, the androids, activate their clones. Yeah, and their clones look so realistic, you can't even tell, because they're artificially grown, They have memories, so you can't even ask them, like, okay, well, what happened 5 years ago? They'll answer it, because clones, they're clones, they have memory. Um, they and then they look like, someone, like, like when you go to the mall, they look like someone like that. They don't look like all robotic and all bugged out. Like, no, they literally they eat, they bleed, and they have memory. They're artificially grown. Okay, these clones are on point. They're on point. This is what you got. This is very high level knowledge. This is what you gotta understand. You know, and the people you're gonna realize that when it's a little too late. So this is why the Lord has His prophets, constantly warning you of what's out there. Okay, what does the enemy have? What are they gonna come with? Who's on what side? Because you gotta know. Once the bull starts to fly, once society collapses, you gotta know. Okay, who can we trust? Who can we not trust? You gotta know where to go. All right, but you gotta ultimately trust in the Lord and call on Yahweh Ba'asim Yahushai. But you gotta know that all these high level, Biden, Kamala, George Bush, Trump, they're all part of the New World Order. Make no mistake, they're all Satanists on the left-hand side. Facts, baby. That ain't something you have to scratch your head and, well, I don't know, No, he's talking about the Bible, honey. No. Okay, full-blown Satanist. All right, left-hand side, all the way. All right, I don't give a damn how mad your boss gets. Hell with his ass, too. You fruitcakes. Straight up. And everyone against his neighbor, see? Because it's going to get very cutthroat out here. Because they're going to start targeting American citizens. Those of you that are just chilling inside your houses, they're gonna drag you and your family and your children out. Remember, the slogan for the New World Order is "Expect no mercy." Okay, they're gonna come in sparing none. So they don't care about grandma, grandpa, your nephew. They're coming for you guys. This is what you gotta understand. They're coming. They're coming. All right, this is what you gotta understand. And everyone against his neighbor, city against city, because it's civil war. Because remember, once they knock on the wrong door, because you have like American patriots, remember, stuff like that, American Bible Belts that are going to fight back. They're not as advanced in technology as like the left-hand side, but they're going to put up a good fight, because Esau can shoot. The one thing about the so-called white man, he can shoot. How accurate? Well, they could hit a gnat off a dog's ass. That accurate. Like for reals? All right, that accurate. And kingdom against kingdom, because you're also going to be having World War III, because make no mistake, well, all this stuff going on in America, remember, you got World War III brewing. Remember, you got Putin ready to shoot nukes over here. You got North Korea ready to shoot nukes over here. Iran saying that they want to retaliate, because remember, Trump took out their general, and then their top general and their top nuclear scientists. So Iran still wants payback. Make no mistake, You know how many sleeper cells of Iran they got here in America? It's about to go down out here, You got what, ISIS out here. You got the Arabs out here, the Muslims. You got everybody out here at the same time. Russians, Chinese, you name it. Freaking Iranians out here. The Ishmael. Muslims out here. You got Ham out here. Okay, the so-called Africans, they're out here. Everybody's out here, It's like a fucking Catalina wine mixer, It's like one big party out here, You gotta love it. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Because there's never been so many teams, so many different opinions, on one continent, in history. The soils of America. Shit, excuse my Italian. It's a ticking time bomb just waiting to go off. Because even the American patriot, they're mad at America. They're ready to fight against America. So it's Americans versus Americans. And then you got sleeper cells here that are ready to be activated, to ready to overthrow America. You got America. Remember what happened with what Trump's last presidency, when he had remember the Capitol You know, those people rush the Capitol. So because you got American patriots who don't think things are fair. So you got Americans who want to take Trump out. You know, so I mean, you want to talk about, you just got, you got people from all sides. You got people with all different opinions, but that's what America gets. That's what you dumbass Satanists get, because when you make a society and you push that Satanist, do as thou wilt, like Aleister Crowley said. Okay, so if everybody has a different opinion, nobody agrees with one another, so nobody gives a shit about one another. Because these guys are Democrats, those guys are Republicans. You got Muslims over there. You got atheists over here. You got queers over there. You got the rainbow group over there. Okay, you got Catholics over there. Okay, you got the left hand side underground. You got the Chinese here. You got CIA here. You got KGB here. You got MI6 here. FBI here. You know, you got everybody here at the same time. And then remember, not only that, you got the Chinese, you got the triads, the mafias, the gangs. They're not as powerful as the militaries, of course, but they got power. There's somebody. So when stuff goes down, yeah, they're not going to be as powerful as the elites, with the drones and all that. But shit, they got some type of power. So you got nothing but teams out here. You got nothing but teams out here. And the thing about America is that what's different between what sets America apart from these third world countries is that America, everybody, like 90% of people are packing, okay, heat. It's not like these third world countries. America's different. Almost everybody's packing heat. So you imagine when the chips are down, it's gonna be nothing but a gun show out here. Of course, you got high levels. You got people that are better than others, but you got there's nothing but weapons out here. Everybody's packing. You even got little teenagers out here packing. Facts. Yeah, they can't. They're no match for the military, but if they hit somebody in the right spot with that right bullet, they're going down. It just takes that wrong bullet to hit you in the wrong spot. You could be the baddest soldier out there. If you get hit in the wrong spot, that's it. You're going down. With that right bullet, yeah. So that's why it's gonna be bad out here. Very bad, very bad. Isaiah chapter 59 verse 19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, shall lift up a standard against them. All right, so let's break this down. Akim and Akwath. Isaiah chapter 59 verse 19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, from the west. Because over here in America, there's a great awakening happening, because us Israelites, we know who we are now. Okay, we know that we're Israelites. Okay, but there's only remember, but not every Israelite that calls himself an Israelite is gonna be part of that elect, because you have like a big old Israelite awakening right now. But just because you know that you're an Israelite doesn't mean that you're part of the Lord's elect. Remember that, because you have like people that are just like just being an Israelite is trending right now, like on the internet, but they're not part of the elect. All right, because they're just being silly. They're just oh yeah, I'm an Israelite trying to be cute. This ain't nothing cute. Israelites are the prime target to the New World Order, especially the prophets. All right, because the prophets, we're on the front lines. We're on the front lines, cursing these devils out to their faces. Telling them that they're going to slavery and the hell with the New World Order, straight up. Everybody else, yeah, like they're they know that they're Israelite, but they're not out there on the highways and byways on the front lines cursing these devils out, telling them that they're gonna go in slavery. Who's doing that? The prophets. See, even you gangs, okay, even these Mexican gangs out here, they act real tough, on each other, all right, like the mafia and all that. They act real tough when it comes down to each other. You tax our own people and all that, but when it comes down to the so-called white man, You know, you guys ain't giving the so-called white man hell. You know, who's the only one calling out these elites? You know, calling out the bankers, us, the prophets. You know, even all these people in these tough gangs. You know, you guys all you guys do is kill each other. You know, like the Crips and Bloods. Yeah, you act like you're real tough, but when the so-called white man comes around, you take your black ass inside. You know, and you're not over here trying to take out. You're not over here trying to take out the so-called white people. You know, the Crips and Bloods. They're not out here trying to take out the politicians. You know, they're not out here trying to take out the elites, the Rothschilds and Rockefellers. See that? Who are the Crips and Bloods taking out? You're taking out your own kind. You know, that's the thing about these gangs out here from your Israelites. You're only tough against your own kind. You know, you guys are only tough about killing your own people. What about the so-called white man? No, you guys fear him. See, because you guys are a bunch of pussies. Who's the one calling out the so-called white man? Us, the prophets. We're the ones out there telling them that Yahushua is going to destroy them, their military, their bosses, straight up on the front lines with not even one weapon. Straight up with a smile, telling these devils that, you know, that they're a bunch of retarded red monkeys, that they're going to slavery. Who's doing that? Okay? Even these big old gangs out here, they're not out here, you know, talking shit about the gringo. Maybe like, you know, inside their houses, but they're not out there. Okay, like the prophets. Who's condemning these devils? The leaders of the earth. Okay, the elites. Who's condemning the left-hand side? The prophets. Okay, that's why we're the primary target. Because we're the front line. Saying to hell with all these clowns out here. Okay, that Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai is about to take them down. See? You know, why do you think all the prophets in the ancient world were being slain? All right, because we don't hold nothing back. Okay, we don't sell out for money, for women, for nothing. Okay, we're like, the hell with you, you know, and your smelly ass whores. You're going the fuck down. To all of you on the left-hand side, you're going the fuck down. And soon you will be hunted down. All right, and go tell your boss that, the Duke, you know. And here's a little message for the Duke. You still got your small ponytail to the Duke of Edom, you know, the top level wizard on the left-hand side. You know, those of you that work on the left-hand side, all you undercover agents that are listening to this video, you know, does the Duke, does he still have his small ponytail? Does he still dress like Harry Potter when he's inside his castle? The Lord sees his pasty ass. He ain't hiding from nobody. You know, wait till Yahushua gets his hands on him. Oh yeah. You know, Yahushua is gonna bitch slap him. Go tell your boss that, and hurry up. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, okay? So when the enemy shall come in like a flood, because it's your enemy, right? All right, let's get that from the top. Isaiah chapter 59, verse 19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, because there's a great awakening in America, and his glory from the rising of the sun, because his glory from the rising of the sun, because the Lord is going to arrive in the Middle East. You know, like when the sun rises in the east and it sets in the west. Okay, the Lord is going to arrive in the Middle East first, when you nations are fighting each other in this third world war. All right, when the enemy shall come in like a flood. Okay, when the enemy shall come in like a flood, right? So the Lord's saying that, you know, these leaders, these politicians, okay, they sold the American people out. Okay, and especially they're coming for you Israelites. When the enemy, so they're saying that the Lord's saying they're your enemy. Okay, the Edomites are your enemies to you Israelites out there. They're not your friends. When the enemy shall come in like a flood. So what does it mean like a flood? Because they're just going to throw a bucket of water on you? No, it's because they're going to overwhelm you. Especially those of you that are not paying attention. See that? Because what Trump says, oh yeah, a lot of people think, oh yeah, they're for American people and, you know, he's going to save America. No, he's not. Okay, he's with the New World Order. They just, you know, remember, when they say peace and safety, then sudden destruction. You got to remember that. All right? Facts, because who does Trump associate with? Elon Musk, you know, having meetings with Bill Gates. They're all part of that New World Order. See that? Is what you got to understand. You know, because these devils, they'll lie. They'll tell you anything. Yeah, sure, they'll say, yeah, I care about America. Those are just words. Remember, Satanists are professional liars. It's what they do. This is why they have secret societies. Okay, they rule in secret. This is why they hate the prophets, because we expose them. All right, because we're on the right-hand side. All right, remember that. The prophets were the number one enemy to the New World Order, you know? And we're saying that with the smile. And remember, we ain't afraid of the elites, because we're out here with not even one weapon, not even a baseball bat, not even a first aid kit. Facts, you know? To the left-hand side, step up to get beat down. Facts. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, because they're going to overwhelm you, the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai shall lift up a standard against them. Right. So when the enemy, when Esau makes his move, the Lord's going to make his move. All right. So that's why, the elect, Lord willing, I'm part of that number. We can't wait. We can't wait for Esau to make his move with his bitch ass. You kidding me? We can't wait for Esau to make his move. This is what, when the spirit, because when Esau makes his move, the angels are going to make their move. Right? And remember, Esau, wherever you have your top agents in GMS, because the Lord knows that you have agents and GMS. You have agents in these Israelite groups. You have agents following brothers, working with their co-workers, surrounding them in their house, with their neighbors and stuff like that, working with agents. Okay, remember, wherever you have top agents, the Lord has top angels right there, ready for them, ready to beat them down, ready to beat them the fuck down. Remember that. So wherever there's top agents on the left-hand side that are ready to prosecute the men of the Lord, you have top angels right there ready for them. So go ahead, Esau, activate your agents. Go for it. Activate your sleeper cells, because when you activate them, the angels get activated. And we can't wait, because your agents ain't nothing compared to the angels. So wherever you have top agents, there's top angels right there waiting to counter them. Remember that. So choose your team wisely, because as soon as you make your move, that's the moment when you're all of you cave dwellers are going to take your last breath. Guaranteed. So take your time and choose your team wisely, because when you make your move, that's it. And that's guaranteed. The spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. So what that means is when Esau's bitch ass finally makes his move, the angels are going to make their move and beat them down. Because, of course, there's good agents out there, okay? Because that's not, talking about the bad agents. But, there are bad agents out there that are wicked. You have good cop, bad cop, of course, So, of course, there's good agents that are just, they're listening, they're just getting information. And there's nothing wrong with that, okay? But you do have corrupt agents that are in there that are building a case against the men of the Lord in the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? See? All right, because there's nothing wrong. Like, let's say if somebody's a cop inside the camp, we don't care, because we're not doing nothing. We're not promoting anything bad, so we don't care. If you're an agent, just taking notes, just getting information, then hey, do your job. But that message is to the bad agents, okay? Because there are bad agents out there that sold out to the left-hand side. Because you do have corrupt people in CIA and FBI that sold out to the New World Order that are on the left-hand side. Facts. And those guys, those people, because there's women too, they're going to get beat down real bad. Remember that, because there's a difference, because there are good agents out there. Because there's good agents out there that they're learning from this information. They're like, yeah, hey, this shit it adds up. It's the prophets are speaking the truth. See, that's so, we have nothing against, if you're an agent, so what? But this is just talking about the bad agents who are corrupt. That way you just know that distinguish, That way Esau don't say, oh, look, they're talking shit about agents, federal agents. No, we're talking shit about the corrupt federal agents. Because there's nothing wrong. If you're an FBI, you're an FBI. What is it to us? You're just doing your job, and we welcome it. We don't care. Go ahead and listen, because the more you listen, the more you're going to learn. You know, because all we do is bring out facts, history, see? But that message is for the corrupt agents, those who are trying to hurt the man of the Lord, because there's a lot of them out there, you know, and the Lord knows about like the left-hand side technology, their clones, their agents, their invisible suits, their bosses, the Duke with the small ponytail. He knows about all of them. Okay, the angels know about all of them. The angels know about all of you queers, and you're all about to get a beat down. Facts, you know. Oh yeah, it doesn't matter that, because most of the left-hand side they're underneath the ground. Oh, here's another FYI for you guys. The left-hand side, yeah, a lot of them are underground, but remember, the left-hand side, a lot of high-level like witches and warlocks and agents, they travel like in the big cities. They'll travel in buses, just so you know, because these buses, because that's the last place that people will look. You know, because people will be like, oh yeah, you know, they won't be high-level people like on the buses. Oh yes, there are. Okay, the left-hand side, that's how they roll. Okay, they're um, a lot of them are underneath the ground. Okay, because there's underground cities. You know, there's underground cities, there's underground cities, and the left-hand side are down there. But you gotta know, there's always agents and witches and warlocks on the buses, on the city buses, because that's the last places that people will. That's the last place that people will look. Like, oh, there ain't no agents like on the buses. You know, like there ain't no agents on buses. Oh yes, there is. Okay, the left-hand side, they're everywhere. All right, you gotta remember that when the left-hand side rolls, they roll like in old cars, you know? Yeah, because when the bosses are out here, when they have high-level people out here on the left-hand side, they don't roll like in brand new cars. And no, they roll like in old cars. They're always out here. Okay, remember, the right-hand side, the angels, they see them out here all day long. All right, that's just an FYI for your guys' information. Okay, when there's top bosses on the left-hand side, when they don't roll like in nice fancy cars and, you know, Bugattis and all that. No, they roll like in old cars. Okay, because they're all about being undercover. All right, yeah, because remember, the angels see you guys out here all day long. Facts. You guys ain't hiding from nobody. And the left-hand side too, when they roll, a lot of them, they roll like in buses. Yeah, there's always agents. The bad agents, they're always like in buses. You know, they're always rolling in buses. You know, yeah. You know, you gotta like the people who control the buses, they're all corrupt. They're corrupt. That's what you gotta understand. Because the left-hand side controls all that. The buses, the trains, and all that. But the buses, there's always gonna be bad agents on there, on the buses. There's sometimes, you know, witches and stuff on there. Yeah, because a lot of people, that's the last place you're gonna look. It's like on a bus. You know what I'm saying? You know, but that's where they're at. You know, a lot of times they're on these buses and stuff. Yeah. Oh yeah. You know, big time. So that's just a FYI, just to let you know that, yeah, the left hand side, you ain't hiding from nobody. And remember, your beat down is already prepared. You know, so as soon as your boss is finally mad enough and is mad enough and it grabs his balls and finally decides, all right, let's make a move on the man of the Lord, then you're gonna get your beat down. Remember, it's your beat down. You know, come get it when you want it. Like that commercial, it's your money. Use it when you need it. It's your beat down. Come get it when you need it. You know, remember, your beat down's already prepared. You just gotta come and get it. That's it, you know? Facts. You know, you don't need an excuse. You don't need we need to come up, you know, we need to frame them. You know, that way we can be justified. Shit, make something up. You know, you want your beat down that bad? Make something up. You know, we got to get a stamp first. Go get a fucking stamp. You know? We got to get a sign first. Go get Bob Barker a sign. Go to Office Depot right now. Go get some fucking pins. You know? So these devils can roll and get bitch slapped. Straight up. So that's it on today's lesson on, you know, American citizens are next. Because these elites are not just coming for the Israelites. They're coming for the American citizens next. Not only, like, let's say, they're only targeting the prisoners. No, they're going to come for you next, Kathy. They're going to come for you next, Chris. You know, you may say, well, I haven't done no crime. They're coming for you. Remember, the New World Order, they're coming for everybody. Doesn't matter if you do everything, you break no laws. They're coming for everybody. And they have draconian laws, executive orders, and legislative to drag you and your families out of your houses and put you inside guillotines and concentration camps. Remember that. So stay watchful, stay prayed up. Shalom, Akim and Akwath, on your feet, soldier. And this is no time to get weak. If you get weak, pray, fast, pray to the Lord for strength. Pray for the Lord for faith. Whatever you need, whatever you're lacking, ask the Lord. Shalom.